Hello and welcome to today's live stream. My name is Alina Miropolsky and this is my channel about personal and spiritual growth, decision-making processes and coaching. I'm decision-making and spiritual coach, and also I'm working as a career coach, and currently I'm working as a career coach in non-profit organization full-time job. So that's the reason why I'm very focused on job-related topics now. And about a week ago, I was performing a job search for my client, and I wanted to check something fast, so I checked it using my personal phone and not the work computer. Since then, I started to see pretty strange advertisements related to jobs, job search, job opportunities, different events like networking events, and a lot of other very weird things that do not look legit. I made a short video about it on my hobby YouTube channel, and long story short, after that I got pretty much different responses, including personal messages with personal stories. I started to look more into it, and then I came up with those 10 things I want to talk to you about. So those are all or frauds as scams or something that needs an extra attention to avoid very unpleasant situations related to your job search. So let's begin. Let's dive in, and if it will have a lot of response, I will probably do part 2. So please write me if it was helpful. Please write me in the comments or in personal messages your stories if you have something to add and to share with me that can be useful and helpful to other people. So first of all, I want to say about courses in languages other than English. I started to receive this advertisement for medical assistants, for accounting, for bookkeeping, and several more that I don't remember exactly now what it was. So I want just to pay your attention that if you are searching for a course for your personal or masterclass or whatever for your personal, I will make light a little less. So for your personal personal spiritual growth, your hobbies, your different stuff that you just enjoy doing. So go ahead, choose any language you like, any course you like, and just go for it. If you're looking something that you hope to be employed with this later, so I would highly recommend to take only courses in English. So the problem with those courses is that they are advertised as something that will give you a profession and you will easily enter American job market and find employment. So it's very doubtable, and of course it costs money. Check about different programs for newcomers that can be subsidized. Also check for programs in community colleges. Even if you're local, taking accounting course or bookkeeping course in a community college will probably cost you less than a private course, and also it will have more weight in your resume than you will write some personal companies that make some courses. Second thing, guaranteed employment after course. Some courses are trying to advertise and to be more attractable. So what they say, they guarantee an employment after you finish the course. And this is absolutely unrealistic because they have course after course after course. So how do they have so many job placements that are guaranteed? And even if they have some relationship with some companies or employers, don't forget that employers are very rational people. They will not employ someone that they don't like, that they think is not a good fit for their company, and it will just, they cannot be obligated to take anyone to work, what I'm trying to say. So please pay attention to this. And for me, it's a very, very red flag when I see that some courses have employment guaranteed. And also check where is it written in agreement, how it's guaranteed, and is it something universal? Can you use this knowledge of the course you accomplished elsewhere or only in this one specific company? Because if it's just an employment with a course that is needed for this specific role in this specific company, so why would you pay for this training? Why maybe this training should be at least free, or maybe should be a paid training by the company that employs you? So it's arise a lot of question marks when I see such job advertisements. The third thing I wanted to say is that you need to pay someone to be added to their database. And I saw, and people told me there were advertisements like our database is like a super pooper high quality and great, and employers are first of all checking our database, and then they're going to other websites and job search websites and everything. So go ahead, everyone, pay us a fee, and we will like find your employment much faster. Employers will come and check your resumes. Be very careful with such things, and in most of cases it will be a fraud. So you don't need to pay to add yourself to database or stuff like that. The first thing that is very, very important, I want to pay your attention. Please pay attention to cases when potential employer is asking you to provide personal information, including SSN, prior to actual employment. On a first step of the interviews or in the middle of interview process, you're not yet employed, you didn't sign any agreement or contract or job offer or wherever, and someone is asking you for SSN. This is weird thing. Yes, the potential employer can ask you, are you work authorized, stuff like that, but not to ask you to provide your actual SSN number. Maybe this company is not an existing company, this is just like phishing that is trying to collect your personal information and steal your SSN number. So be very, very careful, and also pay attention that especially be careful when it's like small companies that just saying that we are just starting, we are just looking for a team to build our first office or first wherever, and we are just getting started, and there is no existing, for example, store or restaurant yet. They're just talking about it. And small companies and companies that are about to open are the most red flag in this situation, and there's a very high probability that it will be a scam that is just stealing your personal information. Also remember that you always can check online, does this company exist, who is the owner, what is the official address, do they have debts, or did they pay the taxes in time? Stuff like that can be easily checked online. So it's worth your time. Do these checks, especially when you're starting to work in a new company and you want to know that this company actually exists. Fifth thing already I wanted to say, I will not talk too much about it, but I personally saw this, and I was so surprised to see advertisement of surrogacy, and I never got this advertisement before. So it's not because I'm a woman and not because I'm young and I'm getting this advertisement. I got this advertisement only after I made a job search for my client from my personal phone, and some algorithms saw that I'm searching for a job. They already know how old I am, and they started to send me those advertisements. I was like just shocked to see it. But yeah, so be very careful. Of course, surrogacy is legal in United States, and there are some rules how can it be done, but be aware that if you are interested in doing it, so you better check, do your good search and research of this matter, and not apply to something that just popped up as advertisement, like sponsored videos, sponsored whatever content. Just don't go there. Start from scratch, search for it if you are interested in such thing. It is a very personal matter of everyone, but be aware that this cannot be surrogacy cannot be a reason for providing a permanent residency, green card, or citizenship or anything else. If someone is telling you that you will get citizenship if you do surrogacy or something like this, is definitely a scam. So be very careful, and again, do your own research. Don't look on sponsored videos just popping up in your phone, your Instagram, Facebook, or wherever. So this is just, I wanted to pay your attention to this because I was very surprised to see. And what is even more surprising, that I saw those advertisements in Russian language and not in English. Then I saw one more in Ukrainian. Like, this is weird. They translated it to different languages. Why not in English? And why in general I started to see it only when I was searching something for a job search. So probably they think they're searching for desperate job seekers, and this is not a good sign. This is like not a good quality of approach, and not respectful to the company itself and to the people they're trying to approach. So yeah, let's continue from this. Advertisements for models and actors, and the narrative is that you have exactly the look we're looking for. We just need your professional portfolio. Do you have a professional portfolio? The person says no. Perfect scenario for them, or the person say yes, and they need to be more saying, oh, it's not exactly our format, we have very specific format, we are working with very specific artists, and we need very specific photo shoot, very this and this on this and this background. Somehow they are convincing you that even if you do have a portfolio, your portfolio is not legit. They need to make a portfolio of their own, and then they're making portfolio that you need to pay for this portfolio. So they're making you a portfolio, they're making you maybe a short video when you read some text or a poem or whatever, and this is all you need to pay for it. So you need to pay for those things, and then they will find you a job as a model or an actor. And actually, where you came to a photographer studio or photographer company. Don't know by the way what quality are those photographers, how experienced they are. No matter, doesn't matter. You will just pay for their services as a photographers, and then they will disappear, or even they will answer your phone calls from time to time and say, now we just don't have roles or modeling projects for you, but we never forgot about you. We will be in touch, and soon we will do something. Or maybe they will even take an extra step and tell you need to do an additional audition, an additional portfolio, and you need to pay an extra something that will increase your chances. And this is how the narrative will go. So be very careful with this matter too. Other thing, those are job offers for people that speak your language, they don't need to speak English, and the wage is higher than average for the same position in your state. So there is no reason for it. Again, employers are rational people. They will not give you extra money, especially if they know that you don't speak English. So when you see advertisement like in any other language than English, and it says English not necessary, like English is a bonus but not must, and the wage is very good, much higher than anything you saw on Glassdoor or Indeed, so at least it should be red flag. This would be like, why? Ask yourself why does this employer is doing it? What are the motives? What is the reasons for him to do it? Why he cannot hire someone who speaks additional languages, English, and pay the state average wage for this position? Why does he need to pay extra? What unique something? What's the problem? What's the reason? Don't jump on super attractive offers. There is a reason why the pay is higher, or maybe there is no pay, maybe there is no company. Again, search if this company exists, and etc, etc. So number 8, what I wrote to myself is volunteering projects with guaranteed employment without agreement. So if you're going to volunteer somewhere, that's a great idea. It's always good. It's a resume building skill, and also you're doing something great for society. So it's like a win-win-win, and also you get an experience. This is perfect, but it always need to be signed in a contract or volunteering agreement or volunteering offer. I don't know how it's written, but it should be an official document that you sign with the company, and you're recognized as a volunteer. Also, when you're doing your taxes at the end of the year, you can apply those hours that you worked as a volunteer. And also you have insurance. For example, if you come to, I don't know, to a company where you help people to fill documents, for example, and this is your volunteering project, this is what you're doing, and you fall on the stairs and you need medical attention, you need a doctor, you need ambulance, you need, I don't know, physiotherapy, something. When you're an official volunteer, there's an insurance for you being in the building of that company. If you're just a person that came from the street, it will be hard to prove that they ever met you before, that you're a volunteer. And also you cannot apply to the taxes if you're volunteering without any agreement. And also maybe there will be no employment. Like, volunteering projects are not necessarily leading to employment, but if someone guarantees you that, and they say you volunteer for example 2 weeks, and then we give you a job, let's sign an agreement on it. Why not? So I had some cases with my clients, and I got few messages from people that were telling me that they got those situations, especially with companies that are small companies, led by people that are pretty new in business or have very specific businesses that are more like the immigrants, or all the employees are newcomers, and they had an unpleasant experience with those companies that told them start from volunteering and then we'll see. In general, they didn't sign any documents with them, so this was just unpaid work. It's not volunteering, and it's illegal. Number 9, paid networking and job fairs that are expensive. So maybe there can be some fee, like showing that you're like really interested, that you will really come, and not just fill the participation like list and then not visit the event. There can be some like small fees for like showing your interest and your serious intention to visit, but it shouldn't be hundreds of dollars. And recently I saw an event, networking event for businesses or something, and the event looked like Vegas. You know, there are singers, there are dancers, everyone are wearing, I think, white or blue, something like that. And it's more like a party that is advertised as a networking event. And also, when you're going to networking event, even for free, always check what are the topics, what companies are presented there, stuff like that. So you will not come to something that is just irrelevant to you. But anyway, it shouldn't be something expensive. And if it's expensive, maybe you will not even be able to get your money back, because event will actually happen and you will know that it's just an like amusement party, something like that, that was just wrongly advertised. So keep it in mind. Last but not least, I had a lot of conversation about it with my clients, both private and in a non-profit where now I'm working. And I also saw this in Facebook. I see it a lot everywhere, so I want to pay attention. Sometimes where you are interviewing somewhere, it can be a company or private person for a position, for example, of nanny or babysitter or housekeeper or whatever. They can tell you something that they actually can't tell you, and they can say, please do not go to other interviews. Please do not send your resumes to other companies and potential employers. Unless it's not some kind of CIA, regular employers, there is no reason and they have no right to forbid you from sending resumes, especially before you sign the contract. There is no reason. You don't owe them anything, they don't owe you anything. Be please aware of it. So I just few hours ago I read a post on Facebook that the woman was it's public information, it's Facebook, so I will share this. She was interviewing to nanny position and she went to a nice family that interviewed her. They had 2 meetings and they told her by phone that they like her and they will soon prepare job offers that she will sign. They need to speak to the lawyer, something like that. Sounds like legit. And then they told her, please, while we are doing it, do not go to other interviews and do not send your resume to other potential like families that can employ you, because it's like the deal is closed, something like that. And she had no documents to proving that the deal is closed. Anyway, she was waiting for them for a week. After a week, she called them and they say that they need like few more days to work it out with their lawyer, something. Long story short, she was waiting for 2 weeks, and 2 weeks it's at least 1,000 or more dollars that she lost not working, and maybe even more because she wasn't applying to other jobs. She stopped her entire job search process for this family, and of course they will not return her any money. Theoretically she can go to court with this, but you know it's not that easy. She needs to prove that they told it, and this is a he said she said situation because they never signed anything. So yeah, unless you start your first day at work after you signed all the documents, please do not stop sending your resume anywhere, even if someone asks you to do so. And if someone does ask you to do so, you can politely say that unless you are not guaranteed a work or unless you're not paid from this time for this time while you're waiting, you cannot stop applying for other jobs. This company is your super high priority, but you cannot stop applying to other jobs because you don't want to fall between the cracks. You need a job, and that's normal. And also, if someone asks you for such thing, think what does it says about this company, and be prepared to expect something not very good maybe coming from them, because it's like it's not an okay request to ask such a thing. So this is what I wanted to say today. I hope this is helpful and informative. Please share this video with your friends that may benefit from this information. Please share this video in groups and on your personal page. If you think that it will be helpful and will benefit others, please subscribe to my channel, put like to this video, and write a kind comment. And if you have any questions and suggestions for my future videos, please let me know. So that's pretty all for today. It was a lot of information. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.